Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Team Chess Battle. In fact, it's finals day today, and we're down to our last two remaining teams. Who will triumph? Will it be our killer commentary duo of Robert Hess and Daniel Naroditsky? Or will it be the powerful podcasters, the C-squared combo of Fabiano Caruana and Cristian Chirila? Before I open up the floor, I just want to say I've enjoyed watching you all this past couple of weeks. You've both won 2 matches, both teams. Normally, I would be supporting the commentary team, being a commentator myself, but Fabiano, Cristian, you knocked out Danny Wrench and Anish Giri, so I'm a bit torn. Fabiano, Cristian, how have you been preparing for this big match?
Bobby.
Well, I was boxing earlier today. That was all my prep, and I also watched the previous match with Robert and Danya beating Hikaru and Levy, which was a very intense match. I really enjoyed watching that, and I hope that this match will be just as intense.
Yeah, well, first of all, David, it's good to have you in the commentators booth. I think last match we had Danny, and you're a much better replacement. So I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see your face. I think it's actually the first time that you've ever commentated on one of my games, if you might call it that way. So it's a pleasure.
No, that's true. And before I throw it to the commentators, Fabi, Cristian, how pleased are you that you're not facing Hikaru and Levy?
I was hoping we would get this final. I thought it wasn't like I had any reason to not want to face Hikaru and Levy, but I thought that this would be a really fun final as well. And I'm just, this whole event has been fun so far. All the matches, the ups and downs, even when we're losing, I am still enjoying it. And I expect that to continue. Whatever result happens, I still think it will be a very enjoyable match.
Yeah, and at the end of it, actually, Danya was commentating our last match, and he asked me who would I put money on his team or on Hikaru's team, and I tried to motivate him. And I said I would put money on Hikaru, so I'm happy to see that my fake bet paid off handsomely. So right now, of course, we're seeing one of the best teams. It's going to be a great match.
Okay, and Danya, Robert, obviously a nice run here to the final. I've been watching, and you've both been so nice. I want to hear more trash talking today. How are you feeling before this last match?
Well, I'll take this one because I know Danya's also nice. David, they brought the nicest person to commentate our match. So now I have to be a sick old man. I am sick right now, but I'm going to talk trash to Fabi. You read me a bedtime story once, but we're going to put you to sleep today. Okay, Fabi? We're going to take it back to the good old days of the Sofa Boys, and it's not going to be as fun this time around, all right?
Well, one thing I have to say about Robert is we faced each other, I think, twice. The first time was when we were 10 or 12 years of age. Yep. He had a very mean face. I think that game ended in a draw. But one of my last games as a chess professional, because in the last few years I've more or less quit, it was against Robert in one of the classics, and I had a pretty decent result. Not much resistance on that one, so we'll see if today you can put more resistance.
Wow. Okay, Dominic, you gonna stick up for me?
I will definitely. I will always stick up for you. I'll always be there for you, win or lose.
Okay, I want to speak for Danya because I remember a certain U.S. championship game against a certain Fabiano. Danya, brushed off those pieces, landed a big upset. So, Danya, you're too nice. I'll have to bring this trash talk for both of us. We got to get in that fighting spirit.
I know. I mean, I feel like I've exhausted my definitely not my competitiveness, but that last match probably took 15 years off my life. Whatever my lifespan is, just like subtract 15 years from it. That was crazy. It's been a great pleasure collaborating with Robert on this tournament, and I'm just super pumped that we're in the final. We're gonna have a good time, and again, I feel like I just always cycle through all the classic cliches, like down the stretch, like on the defensive end, just try to score a big point in the first game, etc.
Dania, yeah, you got to up your game. I'm expecting better, but Robert, bringing it, stepping into the ring, I like it. And yeah, before we get the games going, let's check out the paths to the final that each team has taken. We mentioned everyone was cheering as Fabiano and Cristian defeated the might of Anish and Danny. Danny, we miss you, but not that much. And of course, in the semi-finals, defeating Wesley So and Alice Lee. A very close match there. Meanwhile, it was the commentary duo who defeated the other commentators, the older gen. Peter Svidler and Jan Gustafsson fell to Dania and Robert in the quarterfinals. And of course, Hikaru and Levy defeated en route as well to the final. And this is it. We have best of 2 today. Potential Armageddon. And what are you feeling about that? Are you going to go the distance? Is it just going to be a straight knockout?
I'll take
I
it.
think regardless of how it happens, Robert, we already put one of the Sofa Boys to sleep, and now it's your turn. So we're gonna sing you a nice lullaby before bed, and you're just gonna kind of quietly drift off into the distance, and before you know it, whether it's Armageddon or not, you're going back to sleep.
We're gonna take 6 moves like we did last time.
For full disclosure, I tried to trash talk Fabi in a message earlier, and then I immediately apologized. So it's not really in my nature to start like trash talking like this. You know, we're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be a good fight in the chessboard. But I just want to let everybody know that happened. I said some mean stuff to Fabi, immediately felt bad about it, and said, "Yeah, I'm trying to get in the spirit of things. So I'm trying to will myself, to this championship title."
Yeah, you suck, Fabi. You're gonna go 0 of 13 in the candidates. How about that? I don't even know how many rounds there are in the candidates.
I want to stick up for my guy over there.
There's 14 games, so I still have that chance in the last game.
That's right. I forgot. 1 out of 14. Okay, I'll give you that.
It's still better than 14 draws, yeah?
You really shifted into third gear there, didn't you?
He's dead and buried. You don't have to.
Don't hit the man while he's down.
Wow. Okay, I'm loving this, guys. I just want to say, Robert, you've been living in England too long if you're apologising. You need to get out of there. But in the meantime, I'm going to send you all off now separately to your own break rooms. It's time to start chatting to each other, strategising, if you haven't prepared already. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. And while the players get ready for these final games, we should remind everyone at home of the final format here. The lower rated player will be moving the pieces, will be controlling the mouse. That could be essential when the clock ticks down. The players, of course, can communicate at any time, discuss their thoughts, hopefully banter, not just each other, but the opponents too. And the time control is 10 minutes each with a 10-second increment. And as we mentioned, best of 2, first to 1.5 point wins. And it will be Fabiano and Cristian C-squared, starting with the white pieces in game 1. So I think we're good to go any moment now. And let's jump over to game 1 of this final. I'll soon be taking a step back. You'll be checking out, you'll be peeking in, eavesdropping on the players as they begin.
And Robert, I think, has usually been a Sicilian player, but also he plays like some E45 random stuff.
You have some ideas on how to squeeze them if they go for the Ruy Lopez or the Berlin or something like that?
Like they're not going to play Berlin. If they go for a Steinitz, we get a nice advantage.
Okay.
The King's Indian is just like, it's going to be a long, tense affair. So
I'm going
it's up
E4.
to you if you want to play E4 or not. Yeah,
E4
sure,
was kind of my idea as well. Like I wanted to go for E4. I wanted to avoid the King's Indian, basically. Whoa. Okay, so I have an idea.
Okay, so this is basically...
I'm going E5,
This is Bortnik. Yeah, Dania and Bortnik have worked together. And Bortnik
one second. Can I tell you something? So Antipov played C4, Knight B6, A4, A5, Rook A3 in the last collegiate chess league.
But it's better for black for sure.
Is it? Okay.
Well, do you know what to do after Rook A3, like D6 or something?
No.
Okay.
No, this would be for
Let's
content.
keep it simple. Let's play D4 here.
Okay. So Dania is coming with the Bortnik stuff. Okay, I see.
Yeah, so basically we can play like I don't know if you want to play 4 pawns. It's a bit. I mean, we start with c4, and then after knight b6, we can take on d6. That's a safe way. That's like very safe slight advantage.
C4 and take on d6, yeah?
Yeah. Or we can go ambitious 4 pawn, c4, knight b6, f4. But it's.
I remember f4 was giving some advantage by the engine.
Definitely.
Last time I checked it, but
e6 they'll take e6, I think.
e6, really? No.
Yeah. c6 is just not very good for black.
Okay, let's see.
So Bortnik, I think, always takes e6.
Okay. Let's see what they go for.
It's a little bit more combative, but also it delays black development. So we're going for symmetrical.
We're going for symmetrical, yep.
Bishop e7, right?
Yes. And okay, I don't know this too well, but I reviewed it a little bit. There's this idea that Bortnik always plays, but this is if the knight comes out to e2, then you play the c6 knight a6 idea. But let's see what setup they go for.
So bishop d3.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that we castle here.
I'm just trying to make sure there's no bishop takes h7, so castle seems safe. Great.
Yes, and if knight e2, then I'm pretty sure c6 castles knight a6. And if h3, then of course I don't remember, but h3, I think it's knight c6. Okay, so... Yeah, so I'm pretty sure c6 castles knight a6 is like the Bortnik line. But wait, let's think about this for a second.
Can you see our clock? Because I feel like the Zoom call.
I can see the clock. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I mean the point of c6 castles knight a6 is that we want to go d5 and then c5, knight d7, knight c7, and then I've had a lot of success with that structure online.
Okay.
It's an interesting idea. What do you think about it?
No, I'm down to play c6. I'm the one who can't see the time. There we go. I'll move this away.
Okay, it's also a little laggy for me, but I can see it.
All right, cool. It's my bad. I'm not where I usually am. Okay, so c6 you're saying?
I'm pretty sure it's c6, yeah.
Because I feel like bishop g4, bishop h5, bishop g6 is a thematic.
Yeah, but bishop g4, queen c2 is really annoying.
Exactly. They get the tempo against our h7 ball.
And then it's really bad. I made that mistake a lot.
Also, what's interesting with an a6 is that it deters queen c2. Or they'd have to play a3 first, but a3 isn't always a useful move to include.
Yeah, it leads to this interesting structure where d4 is a really weak pawn, so it's kind of easy to play it for black.
Sorry for coughing.
Nah, poor thing.
Okay, so knight a6?
Yes.
Great. So this is probably going to look odd to our viewers that we're putting a knight on the rim, but we're just trying to steer it back towards the center.
Yeah, and also after a3, usually queen c2 we play g6, not fearing bishop h6 or e8, but if a3, d5, c5, knight d7, bishop takes a6, ba.
Knight before immediately. Okay, let's go a3.
Yeah, a3 is like they're going to play knight c7 or something like this.
Yeah, no, I mean, in general, this is the type of game that I think we can get a decent advantage in, like this type of squeeze game. I don't think they want that.
Yeah, of course, white is a tiny bit better here. I mean, or perhaps a bit more than a tiny bit. Okay, so normally we play c5 in this situation. Actually, I find that to be maybe, okay, not a bad move, but...
Do we go b4?
We certainly can. My thinking is also knight g3 is tempting. b4, knight c7, like does it help us to rush this? I mean, knight g3 is very tempting to me.
Yeah. No. I would assume they want to go b6. B6 also, after knight c7.
Knight c7, knight f5. I was thinking knight g3, like g6 maybe they should go for.
Okay. G6, then...
G6. We want to play queen c2, by the way.
That would maybe... Okay, they're probably still going to go for g6. If they go h6,
maybe
we go...
push, like you say, yeah. Actually, I think that we, like many moves, are going to be fine. So we can kind of just decide on something and go for it.
Do you want to start with queen c2?
Maybe b4. I like your first instinct, you know.
Okay. And knight c7?
They'll play pretty quickly. And then maybe we just develop something. Like bishop to e3, maybe.
Just Simple.
It might be
move,
one
yeah?
of those positions where it doesn't matter so much.
Okay.
Like knight f6, we can play h3. We have the space, so
We
the
do have
space
the
is going to give
space.
us some advantage regardless of what black does.
I guess at some point they will try to go for b6, right? Like, where do they
Does that
play?
help?
Do they play on the king side, like f5, or?
I would think rook e8, knight f8 is a way to maybe... Because what do you do with this knight on d7?
Hmm. Hmm.
If it goes to f6, it doesn't have a future because you can play h3 or f3 even, and kind of slowly play it like queen d2, rook e1, knight g3.
Okay.
On f8, it kind of doesn't get in the way of the bishop on e7.
The question is, where do we play? So let's say they go for this plan, rook e8, knight f8. Do we go for the queen side? And how do we build up on the queen side? Bishop f6, okay.
It's a reasonable move, but this means that the knight on d7 is definitely going to f8.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, they probably want to go one of the knights to e6, the other one maybe to g6, and try to play for something on the king side. I don't know.
Wait, is b5 annoying for black? Like, how do you meet b5?
Rook e8. Do we have any threat?
a4 maybe? I'm just wondering in general, how do you meet this idea of like queen a4?
Knight f8.
You
You think we can actually take the pawn, huh? Like take bishop d7, we have queen d6 at the end.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure, but it's a bit annoying, isn't it? Also, we're kind of getting low on time, which is a bit...
I'm going for it.
Yeah, I don't see a tactical issue with it, so it can't be a bad move, let's say.
Knight c5 doesn't work.
No, knight c5.
Okay.
Only like knight e6 to maybe set up some knight c5 and d4, but I'm sure knight e6 we can deal with this in some...
Queen a4, are we afraid of that? No, then maybe already takes in d4, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Although rook d1 there. We could even sack the queen in that position.
We could think about it. There's knight takes c5 at some point to consider the second knight taking on c5.
Oh, yeah.
Looks a bit risky, though.
Also, queen a4, queen c7.
Yeah, that looks pretty simple.
I don't see a problem with that.
All right, knight e6 looks good.
Sure, let's do it.
Unless rookie... No, but rookie at queen a4, we have a problem.
Yeah,
with
that's
c6.
very uncomfortable. Yeah, no, knight e6.
The good news is queen a4 is a very natural idea, but they do have to calculate knight takes c5.
Exactly. Yeah, queen a4, queen c7. It's kind of hard for white to find a plan there. I mean, rook b1, they can open the b file and occupy it, but okay, how are they going to capitalize on it?
Yeah.
And then we can start doing our classic, octopus plan. We need to be very careful, though. There's a tactic I've spotted. After queen a4, queen c7, if we play rook e8 and knight f8, they might play bc, knight takes d5.
Yeah, I kind of was thinking in that direction, but it felt so far away that I...
Yeah, it's like planning for, talking about your 401k or whatever. It's like, let's cross that bridge when we get there.
We can also play g6, knight g7 at some point.
Yes, that is also an idea.
Oh.
Okay, that was not on my radar at all.
So rook e8?
What is the point of this move? Feels like they're setting up something very nefarious, but I can't put my finger on what it is. No, definitely not g6 because takes f4. I don't want to... Yeah, rook e8, I think, yeah?
I don't think that's actually that bad for us, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like it because the bishop on c, it's terrible.
Yeah, but at some point, we'll get a... Yeah, how scared how scared of bishop takes e6 are we? Sorry, can't get my questions out.
And bishop e6, fe, f4, I just don't like that structure.
Okay, so I feel like that's not actually objectively bad, but I see your discomfort. I totally get why you wouldn't like that.
Yeah, and with so rook e8, is there a tactical downside to rook e8?
I'm just looking at this queen a4 idea again.
Okay, so rook e8, queen a4, queen c7. What's the issue?
What's our next move?
Well, it's a great question.
Because we can't go knight f8 anymore.
Well, rook e8, queen a4, we can go g... Oh, no, we can't go g6. Queen a4, we could go knight b8, but...
But you know what I mean? The point you made about rook e8, knight takes d5 ideas is kind of annoying.
It's annoying, but is it... Okay, I'm trying to calculate. Rook e8, queen a4, cb is a move also.
Ugh.
I know. No, but BC we could take with the queen. Like rook, queen c7, queen a4, rook e8, knight df8, BC. We could play queen takes c6.
That looks kind of ugly, but I see your point. Because so g6, bishop e6, fe, f4.
f4. What do we do?
Just like play around it. Queen c7, for example.
So you think it's fine? That's fine for black.
I'll play rook e8, but I'm just I'm not super scared.
If you're not scared of it, we can go g6. But I also see your point after rook e8, queen a4, queen c7, like rook e1. What's our move?
Wait, can we also play queen a5 here, by the way?
Oh, wait a second. I actually like that suggestion. To stop everything on the queen side.
Yeah, because if they play bishop d2, well, that's a net win for us. We go queen c7.
Queen c7. Yes. Ooh. Oh, queen a5. And if they go queen d2, they're threatening knight takes d5, though.
Yeah, that's actually pretty annoying.
Although there's tactics there. I'm not sure. Because even that's not really a threat. We could play rook e8. But it's potentially annoying.
Right. I kind of like rook e8. Let's just go rook e8.
Okay, let's go rook e8.
Sorry for making us spend
No. Okay, queen a4.
Queen c7?
Yeah, or knight b8, but I don't actually...
Wait. Are they...
They seem they seem concerned.
B1 is it better on C1 because C1 takes out tactical possibilities. B1 is a bit more active, I guess, but I'm not sure what that activity amounts to. Or could we even play like rook fe1 to maybe try to fight for the e file in some near future?
No, they're going to go for queen c7. They will spend a little bit of time and then they're going to go for queen c7.
Or just give luft. Like queen c7, h3. I mean, we have so many moves because the position is not super concrete for the moment.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
That I did not
Pristine.
expect.
Okay, with a threat kind of knight c5?
They
but
have
not
some
like
knight c5 stuff. Yeah.
Not clear if they actually want to, because we take on h7, we take on c5. But maybe they want to.
Okay.
So in general, what's the downside if we retreat our bishop as well?
To d3 or to h3? Where do you want to
d3.
Where do you want to keep it on? Which diagonal do you want to keep it on?
What do they want? What, like if bishop d3, what do they want? What's their move?
Bishop d7, I guess.
Yeah, but then the knight on b8 is b3 or something. Like, what are you doing with this ridiculous knight?
Rook b1. Any tricks? Knight takes c5.
No tricks that I see.
So I'm going for it. Maybe they want to go knight g5. I don't know. I actually don't see how they're untangling here.
Well,
Bishop g5.
I don't feel like they're in a position to attack us with half their pieces on the back rank.
Right.
Knight g5, queen c2 or something. Like, I don't see the point.
Bishop g5, maybe try to exchange some pieces.
Yeah, but
by the way, do we keep the bishop on e3 or
right?
what's the plan if they go bishop g5?
Oh, okay. First of all, queen c2 is tempting to ask, do you want to play g6 or h6 or what? And also, I don't know, bishop g5, if we just take on g5, what's the big concern?
No concern. No.
Yeah, I don't see the big deal. Because queen g5, we can play like rook a1. Like, again, black is... What's the development plan for black here?
Okay. They're going down on time. Very good news. This is very, very good news.
They did this also in previous matches. Because they're good. They're very good on short time. So
g6 also knight g7 and bishop f5 without bishop d7 you could play. I think maybe g6 is more flexible. I don't know.
Let's do it. I feel like we have like 6 different plans, and they all look enterprising and also appealing. But that makes it hard to pick just one.
No, knight g7, bishop f5 I really like as a plan.
Yeah, me too. So let's play rook b1.
Knight g7. What's the threat? I mean, this exchange sack on b8 looks stupid.
should not pan out. Agreed.
The great thing about our queenside setup is I don't really see any tactics for them, or even any way to set them up. Knight g3, we always have h5. Bishop f4, though. Knight g7, bishop f4. Bishop f5, takes, bishop b8, rook b8, bc, bc, rook b8, queen c6, bishop d4. I don't know.
I see exactly what you're calculating, and I refuse to calculate with you.
No, I'm totally with you. Knight g7,
Right,
bishop f4.
All right, so I think we have to go bishop g5 or knight g7.
Yeah, so knight g7, bishop f4, bishop f5, takes, bishop b8. We can play c. Yeah, it's not a problem. We'll figure it out. Let's go knight g7.
Wait, so knight g7. No, we should actually count. Bishop f4,
Okay.
bishop f4.
Takes.
Swap.
Bishop takes b8.
Rook b8, queen takes a7.
Well, but then d4 hangs. But rook b8, bc is the problem.
Okay, rook a bc, bc.
Rook b8, queen c6.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, but we can play knight g7, bishop f4, bishop f5, knight f5, bishop b8, c takes b5. But then rook b5, rook b8. It's interesting. I don't think we're worse there.
That's actually a fascinating variation. This
It is.
CB.
Should we just do it, or should we play bishop g5?
Can we also play a6 right now? Is that horrendous?
bc.
Knight takes.
Knight b5. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess the
Bishop
knight coming
e7.
to d6. All right, so
Also
you think
looks
knight
decent.
g7?
Not sure. Crap. We gotta make a move.
Yeah, knight g7 looks okay to me at first, but
Bishop f4, yeah. But
Yeah,
bishop
bishop
f4
f5.
also bishop d7.
right. But then why don't we start with bishop d7?
Queen b3 and then knight g7 or what? I like your idea a6 also, but it doesn't threaten anything.
Right. Wait a second. Knight g7,
Bishop f4.
then a6. Is that possible? Is that too crazy?
Bishop takes b8.
CB bishop b5 is important.
Yeah. Bishop d7 looks okay.
So bishop d7, bc,
Queen,
bishop takes.
no, but bishop d7, queen b3 is the problem.
Yeah, then knight g7.
Or b6 there. Let's go bishop d7. We gotta move.
All right. I'm sorry, I'm coughing.
No. You're totally good. Queen b.
Knight c6, rook b7 looks wrong to me. bc6 looks wrong.
Wrong for who?
For black. Like conceptually, your bishop's on d7. Now, how do you ever free your pieces?
Okay.
How do you ever get the knight out?
So
We even have rook b7 and just taking the a7 pawn. So after bc6, bishop c6 is like the move I would think. And then bishop
that's right.
b5, how do you continue?
bishop b5.
d7. Okay, queen d7, you're holding.
I feel like we're giving them space if we do that.
Okay, so what do you think?
Queen c2. I think I like that queen c2 move a little bit better.
c2, b6, I'm like not sure. Maybe if we play like h3, we kind of give them the move, and then how do they continue? I'm also thinking.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Take.
Then cb6, queen b6, bc6 looks extremely dangerous.
I'm going for it. h3 cannot be a bad.
It's like a practical option.
Okay. Do they have some sort of knight g5 and sacrifices if we do that?
Wow.
You're not worried, yeah?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I'm going for it.
Of course, you can play knight g5 here. It's not a bad move, but to start with knight f4, what's the big deal? And also, sacks when your pieces are undeveloped. I don't.
Just going to jump in here because the time scramble is looming. Look at the clock. 2 minutes, under 2 minutes now for Naroditsky and Hess. It looks like black is in a lot of trouble right now. You've heard the players mention it several times. It's just these two pieces. Fast asleep. White has extra space. White is in the driver's seat. Fabiano and Cristian, big favourites. But let's go back to the stars of the show. Can Hess and Naroditsky hold on?
Actually in a different position. But question, if they take on e5, are we taking with our queen or our knight? Probably queen, right?
Queen.
Yeah, we'll have tactics in h3 at some point.
Yeah, I don't think h3 was a great move, but
Yeah, because they kind of have to do something about the bishop on e3. If we take, they just have this weak pawn there.
At some point, we could play CB and try to clarify everything in knight c6 and just like go for our development.
Right. Should I pre-move queen takes g5?
Sure, why not? Now they're down to 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm pre-moving.
Wait, queen takes g5, f4.
How do I stop my pre-move?
Right click. No. Undo. Yeah.
I almost,
my gosh.
I'll be honest, I'll share with everybody. I almost pre-moved queen takes g5 and then queen back to d8.
Okay, queen g5, f4, queen e7 we have.
At the very least, right?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Also, queen h4? I mean,
knight g5 is interesting in knight e4, but I don't know. No, we want to keep the pressure on the pawn. Yeah, play it.
Wait, so if they play f4, why can't we play queen h4 as well?
f5? Knights, no.
Knight
g5. Oh, there's a big attack there for black. Knight g5, yeah.
They have no attack against our king.
Yep. I'm liking this.
Okay, so what's their move going to be?
What's our next move going to be?
Don't ask difficult questions.
Again, don't ever ask a question against a question, as said my mom, but I'm doing exactly that. CB maybe is already. We're ready for CB maybe.
Are we?
No, we're not. Forget I said it.
Well, CB...
Knight f4 I'm happy to see.
Okay, you want to go for queen c2?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I mean, at least we're threatening f4, right? Or at least we're looking to threaten f4.
Yeah, and if queen f6, we have rook b4, which I don't mind so much for white.
Yeah, I like this move.
Consolidate this.
I like this move. Yeah. Queen f6. Yeah. That's probably what.
So queen f6, like we always have rook d1 if we want to defend indirectly. I mean, rook f d1 or something. It's an option.
Queen h4. They want to go knight g5. Do we go f4? No, f4, knight g7.
If queen d2?
Knight d4?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we have, no, we don't have anything. And if rook b4, knight g5 now, yeah? Scary, yeah? Scary.
It's a little bit scary.
Okay, so if f4, then knight g7.
Yes. Okay, queen d2 doesn't work. How do we defend that pawn on d4?
It's between rook b4, knight g5, and f4. Rook b4, knight g5, f4, knight h3, gh3. Looks pretty scary. I would not go for that. Maybe we just should play f4 here. Safer option. Knight g7, they'll play.
What do we do after knight g7?
So is it time to open the b5?
Go, Danya.
Let's go.
Wait a second. So BC, I'm pre-move BC.
BC. Let's do it.
Man.
Let's just gain some time.
We also had knight takes. Wait, Danya, we had knight takes, rook b7, bishop h3, and knight d4 in some positions.
No, but queen g2.
But then queen d. Yeah, it doesn't work out. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
it's
I mean we don't want tactics where we have to like find only moves. Okay.
Now.
So we don't. It's way too early for bishop h3. Do you want to go bishop f5?
Yes. You want knight f? No, bishop f5 for sure.
I think so. Knight d7.
But what if they trade by rook b7? Our knight doesn't
Yeah, I'm
get
thinking
out
about it exactly that. Well, then rook e7.
We could also play bishop e6 and then just knight d7, right?
Yeah, we could do that. So wait, bishop f5 takes rook b7. Rook e7. I'm not sure. Rook e7. I think we're fine there as well. But I like bishop e6.
Yeah, bishop f5 I think is pretty good.
Okay.
I think on a pre-move knight takes approach.
Oh, immediately. Wait, still rook e7 or what? We could play bishop c8, but then they might double.
No, but why get knight d7?
Knight d7. Oh.
Wait, but bishop.
Wait.
Yeah, bishop c8 looks good, right?
Rook c7. We have queen d8.
Exactly.
Yes. Do it.
Wow, that's a really important tempo for us.
b3.
Should we tease them? Rook b1. Okay, rook b3.
We're gonna play bishop f5 regardless.
You think so?
Yeah.
What if they go knight f5?
You can play knight d7. That's true, actually. Maybe they'll play. They are ambitious.
They are.
Yeah, maybe they're actually rightfully ambitious here because. Wait, what about f5?
f5, knight f6.
FG? Okay, it's probably a good outcome for us to open this up, open our pieces up.
Let's go for it.
FG, we
Whoa.
can I don't know.
Did we miss some knight takes c5 stuff?
Knight takes c5 DC?
No, not here. Like some take on f5 and then at the end of it, knight. But we have rook g5 all the time.
Well, knight f5, bishop f5, g5, we also don't have to take. I mean, their structure is so damaged.
They're going to go knight f6. What do we go
knight
for
f6.
knight f6?
But wait, by the way, FG, HG, G3, just asking the question.
Ooh.
How do you continue there?
Ooh, okay. Oh, that's a very good question. Yeah.
G5 here? I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but... Oh, okay, wait. So... Scene. Okay. I mean, we have a good structure now. How do we continue this?
Knight f6, knight d4 is coming.
Yeah, but
do we
dark
take?
squares.
Do we just take?
Bishop f5, knight c5, bishop h7, queen h7, dc. I really don't know how to evaluate that. I would actually guess we're better there, but I really wouldn't.
Okay, let's go for it.
Oh.
Was I not supposed to?
Queen h7, DC
bishop a6, but bishop a6 there.
Ooh, bishop a6, huh?
Looks pretty juicy. I don't know. We have 30 seconds.
Yeah, this is a tough call.
Should we do it?
It looks risky, to be honest with you, but I'll go for it. If you
Okay,
are.
we can also gain some time.
All right, so queen h7.
Yes, pre-move. So what do you think? Bishop a6?
What other moves come to... Bishop a6 looks very logical.
Okay, rook f3.
But rook f3 is one of these moves where you're not making that out of happiness.
No. But what's our move against rook f3?
You think I figured that out yet?
Yeah. And what's the cure for cancer while you're at it?
Rook f3 helps us.
Rook b8 also.
Yeah, rook b8 looks...
But then takes knight d4.
Yeah, I'm really worried about their knight getting to d4.
But we have queen g6 in response. I'm not as worried.
Okay.
We can also go rook e6, knight d4, rook g6 here.
Wow, you're getting aggressive, huh?
Oh, I want to mate them. What do you think about that?
Rook e5, there might be queen f4.
Yeah, rook e6 is a safer square. Bishop c4, rook b7 is bad.
Should we start with queen g... No, queen g6, knight
96, by the way. 96 is a move.
Ooh.
But knight d4, it looks dangerous. No, it looks okay. 96. 96 looks okay to me.
Okay, I moved there.
Okay, knight d4, I think takes queen g7. Takes.
Is my thinking?
91 is definitely
pretty scary for black.
Is definitely going to surprise them. They're not. They haven't seen this move.
Rook g3, scary stuff.
They missed this move 100%. Whoa.
Wait, do we include the check on g3? Maybe we should include the check on g3.
Okay.
I'm really not sure if we should or not.
Okay, I'll include it.
I just don't know. Knight g7, rook e2. I mean, it's so many like different versions of king f8, rook e2, king h8, queen e2 looks strong. That's at least two. It feels wrong for black somehow, right? I mean, our king is just very safe, and their king is not. So
right,
it feels somehow a bit wrong.
I mean, they're gonna go king f8 at some point. It feels like they need to get off that.
Sure, king f8, yeah. But then if king f8 here, I think rook f2. We
do it.
Okay. We have 15 seconds.
Oh.
So what if they play queen? No, queen c3. We have d4 with tempo.
Queen b2. Okay, that hangs the rook. I mean,
I'm not worried about that move.
I think if they play king h2,
if they play rook g4,
okay, then rook e2 and then queen f6, right?
Yeah.
King h2 if they play.
Ooh, then we trade and play queen f4.
Oh, yes.
Right?
I think so, yeah. Pre-move it, maybe? Or don't, but yeah, play it quickly.
Queen f4, right?
Yep.
Queen b2, we have d4.
D4. Wait, they're like really tied down. Knight f2, though.
Knight f2, king f8?
Knight d3.
They're getting there just in time.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Shoot.
Okay, king h7, knight d3, and queen f6 maybe? Or king h8, king f8, I don't know.
King f8, sorry?
King f8, knight d3?
Queen c7, queen g4. Darn.
f5. I don't know.
That looks really
No,
dangerous.
king h7 maybe? King h8? King h8. King h8. Move, 3
That
seconds.
was so risky.
I know. Woo! Knight d3, what's our move?
That's what I don't know.
Queen h6 or queen f6? Queen f6 maybe?
Crushing to me.
Yeah.
Queen d4, knight e5, also queen d4, maybe even queen knight e5, yeah? Maybe queen f6 is their best.
Yeah, they need to stay close. Queen f6.
Yeah, okay, so it's actually tough to break this formation.
Yeah, they want to go rook e8 next move.
Yeah.
By the way,
unfortunately,
is there something to say about queen e5?
definitely, but not sure. It's like we're
Queen e5 take,
leaving our
take.
ego at the door if we do this.
Should we go for it?
Sure. Yeah, it's a Zen move where
I'm going for it.
it can't be a good move, but maybe it's a good move.
I'm going for it.
Very.
At least it asks a decision from them, right? And we get the next one.
So
King
F8,
g8, knight c6.
No, that's disaster for black. King g8. Wait, knight c6, knight d4, and rook g7. Yeah. Rook c8, knight d4.
Oh, sorry about that. Missed the 94.
No, we're okay. Wait, but knight e7, yeah, we're probably lost here.
Wait, 97? What's so scary about that?
What do we do? D4? Do we go d4 and then c6, rook e8? No, then knight d5.
No, but then rook d8. Oh, and then c7. D4?
We can also play knight c5, knight d5, rook f8, and try to defend like that.
That looks very sad. What do we do?
I agree.
D4.
Okay.
I feel like this is our best chance, but maybe it's already too late.
So can we go rook d8?
Yeah.
I mean, it's very close. Rook d3, what's our move?
King g7?
Oh, yeah. c7, though.
We take it.
And rook d4.
No, it's not going to be fun. There's no part of me that is going to enjoy this experience.
Yeah, I know.
King g7, right?
You can also go king h7, but yeah, king g7 probably.
So now that they make a big decision, c7, knight c7, rook d4. If we trade rooks, we're probably in a lost endgame.
Yeah, but if we keep rooks, they go rook d7. But there's no discovery there.
Excuse me.
Okay. They might go for the pawn up rook endgame. King.
Oh, they're going to take on d4 next.
Yeah, but that's okay. That rook endgame's holdable.
The king f7?
Or king g6. Yeah, I think no, but king f7, g4. But then rook d5. No, king f7, I think.
Okay. Wait, so knight d4, c7.
Okay, here rook. Wait, do we have
rook d5? I guess.
Let's give them a move.
Yeah, rook d5.
But now we can take on d4, right?
Do we want to play this rook endgame? I don't know. We can also play c7, go for a knight endgame. Maybe it's the best choice. Knight endgames are probably winning, but it's hard to say, of course.
Okay, going for it.
Rook d4.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have rook c5. We're not clear if they want to or not. Okay. So we just push.
h4?
We play a4.
Rook d7 first? Is there anything to say about that?
No. I think a4.
a4. Okay.
And we could have played rook c4 as well, but okay. I wasn't sure if the knight endgame, which version is good, which is
a5?
Knight d5 looks pretty.
Yeah, it does because it prevents their rook from getting anywhere. Oh, I think a4.
Check with the king, right? Like check.
Yeah, no, we should be drawing this knight d5. I think.
Okay, because we at any moment can give a check on the second rank.
Yes. So h4.
H4 check.
Yeah, we start checking, then we get a ton of counterplay.
Yeah, also we can go after their A pawn at some point.
We can go king e6 at the right moment. Okay, I didn't see that move.
So takes?
Knight d6.
Our king e6, knight c4, knight c3, a5, king d5.
We can also go rook a5.
Rook a5 feels safer.
Is there knight d6, knight b7? No, we have rook a6. Okay. I think we're good.
Oh, we have to bring our king to g6 after knight d6.
Oh, yeah, we can also do that.
But the point is, if you go king e6, there's knight b7.
Yes,
and rook
yes. It loses. So king g6, yeah.
Wait.
Knight b6, rook c7, and then we push this h-pawn. And we didn't calculate it, but logically, we probably are faster than them.
I see what you're saying. And they have to go for knight b6, right?
Apparently not. What about king g3 here?
Yep.
King g6 is just a mating net for them. That's the issue.
That's a strange move. Rook a6.
Oh, it's a bit of panicky. Okay, h5. Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, now this has to be bad.
Rook c5.
I like it. I like it very much.
Yeah, rook c5, rook
e6,
c7,
h6.
right?
We just push.
Rook c7?
So, yeah, I guess so. It's probably, I mean, there's probably, like, I'm
A5?
not sure which the cleanest. Yeah, but maybe rook c7 is cleaner. That's what I'm thinking. Rook c7, like, what do you do?
King g8?
I mean, must be winning after knight e7 or something.
Tell me what should I go for?
Rook c7, yeah.
By the way, a5 and then rook d7, h6?
I really think rook c7. It's
I'm going for it. Yep.
I mean, probably both moves are winning, but I think because king g8, h6, I think is just lights out.
Wait, how?
Like, how do you play?
Rook takes a4, let's say.
h7 and knight h4. This is lights out.
Knight h4. I'm going for it. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
We're not missing anything.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's a knight h4. That's a nice one.
Maybe rook g7 was probably also winning, and knight h4, but okay.
Yeah, knight h4 was good.
Just run to the queen side. King f2.
Yeah, king f2, king e1.
King e1, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even going to give them...
King e2.
Yeah.
Go on squares where there's no knight checks.
Yeah. Rook e1, rook a1, king e2. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this...
No pre-moves because they could play knight d7.
I'm not pre-moving anything. I'm not pre-moving anything. I am not pre-moving anything.
We also have like a million minutes at this point. So
we have a minute. Okay, that's good.
Intense,
yeah?
Yeah, I don't see a tactics.
Really. No, that knight h4 was clutch because I didn't see this knight h4 idea. That's a good way to finish.
This is why I went for rook c7. I mean, that's why I said like let's do rook c7 because
very nice, very nice of them. Yeah, that was cavalier of them to allow the checkmate. So this was actually some.
Okay.
And we are back, and we're joined by all four players. Fabiano, Cristian, congratulations. I've got to say though, Danya, the choice of the Alekhine defense, are you regretting it?
Hearing Cristian and Fabi talking separately.
No. We weren't saying anything right now. But yeah, I do think that the Alekhine was a good decision.
1 second. I'm hearing like a million things in the audio. oh, it's because I pulled up the game. Sorry, David. I'm not regretting it at all. I think we had a good position at some point. There were a lot of difficult decisions to make, and it's just so hard when you don't have a lot of time to make them properly. And all credit to Fabi and Cristian. I think they found great practical options to make us think, and it was close until the end. I mean, it was a very, very close game, I thought.
Daniel said you said you don't regret it, but Robert's face tells differently. I saw a shake of the head.
No, I'm reviewing the game and I'm sick. So any reactions I have are not to Danya or opening choices. I back my guy 1,000,000%. The Alekai was a great choice. I'm being completely serious now. I think we actually handled it quite nicely. But then when we went G takes F5, like we sort of were getting in some time trouble. We were fearing some possible attacks. And I think we didn't actually kind of consider our own solidity enough. And I mean, Cristian and Fabi made us pay, so credit to them. But I do think the opening choice was not the problem at all.
And we'll pull up the board to show a couple of critical moments. But Fabiano, Cristian, I just wanted to kind of get your feelings.
At some point, it felt like things are running from underneath our feet, basically. Especially when they played Bishop C8, then Knight D7, it felt like everything is flowing smoothly for them. So at that point, Fabi found some clutch moves. I think F5 was really important to at least make them think. Because if they stabilize Knight F6, Knight E4 ideas, then we're in trouble. So yeah, tense game.
And you're all kind of talking about this one moment around the F5, G takes F5 moment. So let's pull it up and put it on the board. And I've got to say I was impressed by both sides. It looked like just great fight around here. But where do you feel it went wrong? Danya, Robert?
Yeah, this moment, maybe even allowing F5 was impractical. But I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, if we want to get chessy for a second, I mean, Knight F6 ideas, there's always this G3 pawn push that we feared would drop our knight on F6. So this was available to them because their king is just safe enough with that knight on E2 around it. So this wouldn't work out. And then Knight F8, retreating move instead of Knight F6, that's clearly what the position called for. That I think Danya and I were starting to fear some ghosts. And we didn't want to bring our pieces backwards. We were so locked in on going forwards with taking over the F5 square ourselves. So Knight F8 would have been a solid choice, keeping everything together. But with a rook barreling down an open F file, I think everyone could see why we had some concerns.
And one move that Fabi spotted that I thought maybe is going to throw you guys off was Knight D1 after Knight D6. Was that the move that you guys saw?
2 question marks on the screen.
So I'm going to get over that ASAP, but it wasn't me, I promise, guys.
No, but there's no way that's a question mark move.
No,
right?
no, it's not. I checked the eval. It's basically the same. I feel like some of these 2 question mark evaluations are just super odd.
I'm going to get the other one. I'm going to give it a double exclamation mark.
Oh, okay. That was David.
Oh,
okay, that was David. That was manually input. Okay.
I think considering the time, we were in time trouble, that Knight D1 is a very clever move. So it's one of these moves that the engine may scream at, and there probably was an objectively better choice, but it did cause us some serious problems. I mean, this rook is sliding across the 3rd rank. Our king is exposed. So, I get why it's not the best move. Maybe some kind of rook B4, keeping your rook along the 4th, going the 4th rank rather than the 3rd and keeping your knight on C3. I can see that now when I have enough time on my clock. But I think
actually it's interesting that you mentioned rook B4 because that was one of my ideas. But then Cristian pointed out that Bishop C4 is restricting the rook, and that's why I was like maybe this is it's probably a good move because there's rook B7.
Yeah.
This is why we were hesitant to put the rook there because it looks like it kind of gets out of play.
Yeah,
it was
B7,
such a complex game.
B7 is too smart. Yeah.
This is really, really nice. But like the opening, like all the pieces are on the board, and I felt like we were doing well at some point, and then we started to get outplayed after Queen H4. And there was this moment when you guys played Knight D7. I thought it was an ambitious choice because you could have played Bishop F5 and asked us like how to continue. And I'm not sure if we would have gone for the repetition or tried to do that. But Knight D7 is like ambitious, but also gives us a clear plan. So it was an interesting moment.
Okay, and I'm going to pull you all out of the chess for a moment because a big result. And now, Danya, Robert, you're in a must-win situation. I'm going to send you off to a break so you can gather some thoughts, strategize again. But any words ahead of this second game of the final?
I mean, I think we played a good game. Sorry, go ahead.
No, Danya, you go first.
I think we played a really good game. I probably was responsible for most of the bad decisions. I I still feel really tired after the other match. So we did our best, and Fabi and Cristian are an incredible team, but we have the white pieces in the second game, and we're not giving up. So we're going to give it a serious shot and try to take this to the Armageddon.
And as per usual, I'm going to rescind Danya's apologies on his own behalf and say he's got nothing to apologize for. The opening was a strategic success. It was a fun game, one that really could have gone either way, and they outplayed us in the critical moment. So I think that, it's a fun game, and we lost with the black pieces. No shame in that, and we'll just try to strike back in game 2. Well, we promised to make it entertaining for everyone.
Okay, fighting words. And now I'm going to give all 4 of you a few minutes break. Go freshen up. We'll be back very shortly. But before the audience, before we let you go, it's time to get ready for the latest installments of Blitz Champs. Blitz Champs Maryland. March 13th, 8 Terps will cast aside their bonds of red and gold and compete for the sole title of Maryland Blitz Champ. Who will prove to be the strongest chess player and emerge with the crown? Tune in next Wednesday to find out, and use !UMD in chat to read up on players, stakes, and more. We'll be back with Game 2 of the Team Chess Battle Final. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
We developed a knight out to f6, and after nearly any of white's moves, for example, short castle, we play b5, bishop to b3, and bishop c5, and this is the introduction to the Archangel. My name is Fabiano Caruana, and I'm a chess grandmaster, and here I welcome you to my course, Caruana's Ruy Lopez Dark Archangel. This course will provide you with a full repertoire with the black pieces against the Ruy Lopez. So let's say after h5, white plays h3, because white can always take on b6. Black plays h4, bishop h2, g4. We've seen this idea, we need to open up the king side. We need to play for the initiative. Take, and we take with the knight. And the idea is to play h3. We also always have the option to take on h2, and if knight takes b6, rook b6, it doesn't really change anything, because we still have many attacking pieces. Knight on g4, knight on g6, pawn h3 coming, and rook h8 coming. All of black's army is actually concentrated at white's king side.
We're here in Toronto for the Global Championship. I got Fabiano Caruana with me. You don't need to talk yet. I got James Canty. We're gonna see who recognizes these guys out of the random passerbys, and we're gonna ask them some fun questions about chess. For $5, do you know who this is? No? Okay.
Actor.
An actor. When you see this guy, any idea who he is?
Somebody very famous.
He is.
Rob.
This is actually 50 Cent's brother. His name is Daryl.
That's right.
Goes by 75. You want to play chess? Okay.
So what, is he a player or something of chess?
He is a chess player. I'm not, but he is.
I play on the side.
Yeah.
I've been taking some coaching lessons from
Yeah.
Grandmaster Canty over here recently.
Guy over here.
Calculation over everything.
What's your name again, sir?
My name is Jamie.
What's your name? I already know it.
It's Daniel.
Yeah. Daniel Naroditsky. Okay. There it is.
Come on.
On the attack, baby. On the attack. If he wins, I know the guys at Chess.com will get him a diamond membership.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Okay. Is that something you want?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Look at you. Look, is this a London?
He playing a
Yo, we got a pro here with the London.
full on London.
Howd it go?
I won.
Won the
You
game.
won. Okay.
That's
You won.
great.
Hey, good game. All right. I should have said youtube.com/CSQpod. What is the URL? Just YouTube.
I actually don't remember.
Okay. look at the pod.
It's not a women's game, they said.
But millions of us are here. From every corner of the world,
new journeys in chess appear.
from engineering to partnerships and new events, we premiere the women who power Chess.com
Grow a great game in their career.
We celebrate the early champs,
courageous every year
Against the odds and circumstance.
a new wave they pioneered. Handing over to the present day,
Our rising stars, we cheer.
and now we dream that little girls become champions without fear.
Around the world, we come together
And meet up every year.
to all the women of Chess.com. We want this year to be your year.
Welcome back to the Team Chess Battle. It's finals day. I hope everyone at home has used that break to get the popcorn ready because it's game 2 in a moment. It's a must-win situation for Naroditsky and Hess. And okay, guys, this is the last chance. Words for each other, words for opponents before we dive into game 2. I'll start with you, Fabi and Cristian.
Fabi, go ahead. Throw some trash talk their way. Don't motivate them too much, though.
I think they're in general a very motivated team, so I think we're going to have our work cut out for us. And we were struggling a bit in the previous matches with the black pieces, so I hope we can be more solid this time around. But I'm also happy to get a fight and get some interesting chess on the board.
Yeah, Fabi doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, let's let him stick to the chess. We're not motivated. I'm sick. Danya's, I don't know, probably up all night playing Bullet. But what I can tell you, David Howell, is that, well, actually, can you mute them and give us some opening advice? Because we don't know what to play. We were texting during the break. Danya and I are literally clueless. So I got nothing on the chessboard to say. So I'm just going to blabber on. Cristian, you're awesome. I don't want to chess box with you ever. You're like peak fit performance on, of chess players. Fabi, I like you way too much to talk, down to you. So I got nothing. Frankly, got nothing.
Look, I think Fabi made a very good point. We've been having some difficulties with the black pieces. In fact, we were lost against Danny, and we were lost Danny and Anish, and we were lost against Wesley and Alice. But I have a feeling this one, we're going to be more solid, as Fabi predicted. I think that's the plan. That's the game plan. We'll see if we can implement it. But if we can, then I think we're in a good spot.
To be fair, Anish actually used like one of his novelties that he was saving for over-the-board chess.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
He was like, I've been trash talking Danny too much. Now I gotta, pay it back a little bit and actually show a real opening idea.
Absolutely unnecessary. Stop doing that.
That was a serious challenge for us.
You could have used that in Shenzhen.
Robert, it's time to call up Danny Ranch and ask for his novelties now.
Anish doesn't want to hear about that tournament anymore.
I think Danny's watching somewhere, and let's be honest, he always complimented Fabi and never me. He's rooting for Fabi. I don't need to call up Danny. I'm already hurting. I don't need to hear it. But actually, I'm pretty excited for the second game because it's always fun to play these two. Danya and I are having a good time, so I think that we'll give a little spice in this potentially fun.
Okay, and it's time to head off to the break rooms, and we're going to separate you now. Good luck, everyone, and we will be jumping into game 2. And remember, everyone at home, it was a win for Caruana and Chirila, C-Squared, the podcasters, in game 1. So must-win situation now for the commentary team of Naroditsky and Hess. Which dream team will win? Let's find out. Game 2, good to go. We're about to begin. Still same time control, best of 2 games. I'm hoping for an Armageddon. I mentioned beforehand, normally I would cheer for the commentary team, being a commentator myself, but we just want more chess. That's my excuse, at least. So can they utilize the white pieces? That's the big question as we get the game going. 10 minutes on the clock. They need to play quicker, though. Naroditsky and Hess, they were in time trouble from pretty much just after the opening. And here we go. Let's start those clocks and let's jump in with the players. Let's go to the stars. And I'll take a step back.
Position you had in the previous game is what we want to get again.
Yeah, there are some regrets from that game, if we're honest. We had some good opportunities.
Yeah,
I think,
for sure.
The biggest problem is honestly my fault. I think we paused a little bit too much and then let them. All right, let's go E4.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's totally good. I mean, it's just hard to make those decisions accurately. And in the end, we should have taken the rook. That was my bad. But wait, now it. Okay, there we go.
They haven't moved yet?
No. Are they going to play something other than E5?
That would be surprising. Come on, play E5 already.
Wow. Is something wrong with their board?
I hope so.
That's right. Okay, there we go. So should we go bishop C4?
Yes. Let's use the clock as a weapon.
Let's do it. Yeah, they're thinkers too. I think probably ultimately the problem was the clock.
Knight c3?
Yes. I'm
All right,
sorry if I mess up the theory. I'm sorry. I'm doing my
You
best.
gotta stop apologizing. And this is a life lesson more than our team battle lesson.
That's
We're
true,
in the
that's true.
finals. We're doing the best we can. I mean, this is like on paper the best team, and I don't think it's that close. But we have exceeded expectations, Danya. We can rise to the occasion. And now they're thinking. So this is all good.
That's good.
For us.
This is great. This is great news.
Who is Stanley? Like, this is the Vienna game, Falk beer Stanley variation.
Stanley variation. There's always these names. Like, who decides that it's the Stanley variation? At what point was this named?
I don't know. You usually know these things.
I'm actually not great with opening names. Okay, so Queen H5.
Let's go. Frankenstein Dracula.
They're going to go Knight D6 and Bishop B3. They're going to go. They're not going to go. Wait. Why am I?
What?
Yeah, Bishop B3. Yeah.
You're like scaring me.
No, Bishop B. They're going to go
really
Bishop.
boring, and they'll hate us for it.
Let's go for it.
See, now Robert's going to hate us for this because Knight C6 starts like the real fun, and now we castle and it's boring.
That's good. That's good.
I'm going to blame you if they say these guys
okay.
are being boring.
You actually play Queen F4. Wait. If they go Bishop F6, you go Queen F4, Rook King F1, and then Knight D5, and it gets scary for Black.
Okay, so Knight F3.
Just double checking in my mind. I'm pretty sure that's the move.
Rook E8, we just castle, right?
Rook E8, we castle. They're going to go Knight C6. We go Queen F4, Knight A5, castles. Yeah.
Cool. I'm down. I'm down to put our king wherever, whenever. As long as you're my teammate, it doesn't matter.
Aw, that's very sweet. Yeah, Queen F4. And then the best move. The queen is hanging, yeah. Knight A5, they're going to go, I think. Main line.
This isn't do that.
I used to play this, and I really loved when people were defending the pawn on E5. Just because you get something
it's a
fun,
very
right?
healthy position for Black. Probably a variety of good moves here. But Knight A5 is like the standard decent move, right?
Okay. Let's do it. We're not worried about any sort of like, okay, Knight D5, I guess we go C6.
Or, well, take on B3.
So we do take on B3.
You don't have to, but what's a better move?
Okay.
Wow. Okay. So what's like standard here? Knight E8 is standard. E6 is standard. I don't know. It's one of those. Probably a few decent options for Black. Those types of positions.
What's their plan after B6?
I'm really not sure. I don't know. It looks like a good move. Knight E8 is also, I think, going to certainly be a decent move.
Which one
Knight
would
E8,
you prefer?
Knight D5, Bishop D6, yeah.
Which one would you prefer? B6, I would assume they're going to go for Knight D5, right?
But, worried?
I don't think so. Should we be worried?
Okay, what about Knight E8? Let's just think, because it's probably a good move, but I'm not sure. Knight E8, Rook E1. Maybe B6 to play it safe, you know?
I kind of like B6.
Knight D5, Bishop B7, take Rook E1, Queen D8.
I was thinking even Queen F6.
I have Bishop F6, Rook D1, Rook E8, Bishop E3, Bishop C3, BC, Rook E4, Queen G5, slide edge.
Wait, what do you... Don't tell the world your deep preparation.
Okay. Well, but okay. Yes, they know everything anyway, but okay. Yes.
So, Daniel, I'm telling you, they don't know what's going on right now. They're going to think that they're mixing up variations, that we really know what's up. And frankly, we do know what's up because of you. I'm being honest. I didn't put in the work in the Vienna game. Frankenstein Dracula variation declined. I didn't know.
Declined, yeah.
Was part of it. Thank you.
That line is a Shelley of its former self.
Oh my goodness! You didn't just do that, did you?
I mean, I'm stokered really about these puns.
I do get your references, and that pains me even more.
That's right. I know you do, and I know that will pain you even more.
So now that we've sufficiently distracted...
But don't count on it. Okay, go ahead.
Well, sorry. Christian is the count. But now that we've successfully distracted each other and ourselves, I like our position.
No, white is slightly better.
So, okay, let's talk about this again. Bishop F6, Rook D1, that's easy. Rook e8, bishop e3. That makes sense. Bishop c3. I feel like taking on c3 is a really difficult decision for black.
Oh yeah,
because now
we have
you
c4.
get the imbalance. You get the imbalance of opposite colored bishops, and we get a nasty pawn chain. The knight on d6 is awkward. The bishop on b7 has a limited scope. So I'm wow.
That's definitely not a good move. But let's see. Wait a minute. That move is a panicky reaction. Can we go bishop e3, bishop f6, bishop d4?
Okay, we definitely can do that.
So that's one option. There's also rook e1.
Rook e1 for sure. Do they
And
have
then the
any
question, I'm looking at the same thing, but I don't think they do. I think rook e1, bishop f6 they want.
Right, and then our d5 pawn is loose.
So bishop e3, bishop f6, bishop d4. Okay, knight e4 doesn't seem to work there. Trying to punish this move. You do?
Bishop e3, bishop f6, bishop d4. I feel like we just kind of have everything we want.
Should we just do it?
Yeah, I feel like we're just going to send it a little bit. And just to be clear to everybody, we're not tilting, but no. I do think we need to use the clock as our greatest strength. Bishop d4, right?
Yeah, we have nothing to lose. I mean, they're the ones who have to calculate.
We could play rook d1.
Consider a5 at some point.
Yeah, so this is a question. a5 or a6? Because a6 keeps open some knight b5 potentially.
We also need to be careful.
More of a space gaining sort of thing. But we also have to be careful that bishop takes b6 potentially, so that's a concern.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
d4, how do we continue? Are we taking this guy?
Taking, they're going to take with the queen.
Maybe not a bad move. You know what? Taking, probably not a bad move.
They're going to take with the queen.
One way or another, these bishops are getting traded. There's no way around that. So we might as well do it on our terms.
You're not interested in any sort of a5 right now?
Not really.
Okay.
First of all, a5, bishop b6, I actually don't see the response.
Okay. So they're going to take with the queen, I think.
Yeah, and then we play queen f6.
And how is that endgame if they take a knight e5?
Yeah, that's actually a worry. So maybe queen d4, now we play a5. Maybe.
Okay, I like a5.
Well, the endgame, I'm not sure if it's a big deal. Because like knight e5, we have knight f7, for example. I don't know if it matters too much. Or knight e4. I mean, we probably have some ways to simplify the position a bit.
I'm concerned.
That
endgame concerns me.
Why? After knight e5, knight e4, for example? Or knight e5, knight f7? Like,
yeah, knight e4 is a good move. Knight e4 is actually a very good move.
Actually not sure about knight e4, take c4. A bit worried about this. Knight e5, knight f7. I really don't see a disaster there. I mean, certainly a bit worse, but not a disaster.
Maybe f4?
Yeah, f4. You know what? Knight e5, maybe f4. You gave me an idea. Maybe f4 ourselves. We have a5 or queen f6. Two quite reasonable moves. a5 is like the safe option if you want to do that.
I feel a5 should be played. Do you want to go for a5?
Let's go a5.
Let's stay safe.
I'm not too worried because the d5 pawn is such a long-term weakness for white. I mean, rook e1, queen f6. How do you deal with this?
No, I'm just worried about time right now.
Okay. If knight e5, you know what? If knight e5, I want to go f4. I really want to go f4.
Okay. We're not allowing them to go f4. I like that. I like that. Yeah, knight e5, f4. Mm-hmm.
Rook e1, queen f6.
Queen f6 here.
I don't see the downside.
Take knight e5.
d8.
f4. How do we assess that?
Yeah, but okay, it's not a big deal.
We're not worried about that.
Not too worried. I mean, they still, what do they do? They do with this knight on c3.
They're going to go some knight b5 if we go knight f7.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about that position.
So we're going to go for queen f6.
No, I don't see other logical moves.
What about f4 now? Okay, I'm going to go for queen f6.
Yeah,
I'm trusting your judgment on this one.
F4, knight e4.
No, but then knight f3 and we have the e6 square.
Oh, good point.
No, I have a ton of weaknesses there. But knight e5, wait, knight e5, rook e8.
Rook d1.
Also, 95 is there. 94, a little bit scary, but no, I don't think it's a thing. Oh,
Also, wait, 95, 97. There's knight b5 ideas at some moment as well.
No, but Robert, 95 rook e8 f4 94.
No, but 95 rook e8 rook a d1.
Oh, knight f7.
Knight takes d7. Oh, I just hung back rank mate.
No, yeah.
Thank you for helping me avoid that.
What's the other option? The other option is to trade, go 95, they go rook d8, and we go like, I don't know, f4. Or
we do it.
Yeah.
What was that? What were you gonna say? Or
no,
what?
we're better there. I'm just not sure which advantage we should go for.
We could play queen a4. Looks a little silly though.
Oh. Queen a4. Wait, rook d8. That's actually a really nice looking move. And then 95.
And 95.
Wait, what do they do after queen a4?
I don't know.
Wait, that's an incredible friggin' move. C6, 95.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of c6 for sure.
Dude, I really like the look of queen a4.
So queen a4.
Rook d8, knight e5.
Yeah, knight e4, knight d7. That's well, or knight could get trapped in there.
It could get trapped, yeah. But no, but that's a fork, remember?
No, sorry. Queen a4, rook. They don't have
no, but then rook f8, we can make a slow move.
Yeah.
Rook f7, but they could go rook f7. But then again, we could make a slow move.
Wait, when? Queen a4 now, you're saying? And then what?
Rook f7.
95.
Oh, yeah, okay. Let's do it. Why not? Let's just do it.
Excuse me.
Let's make them calculate a little bit.
Yeah, we spent 2 minutes. I kind of wish we only spent like a minute and a half just to have a little bit more extra time. But
no, you saw that move.
Position.
Yeah, queen a4. The chat's gonna love that move. I always miss these like side moves. I think that's a good decision too, because the end game is it's bad for black, but it's easy to defend, and I just feel like we wouldn't be able to win with like little time.
How about knight d4?
Immediately. Queen d7.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, what about the sad way? Rook d8, knight a5, bishop c8.
Even though queen d7, we have rook f7, right? Maybe not.
Yeah, but we're going to be down a pawn there.
Are we? How?
Queen e6.
Queen e6. Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's a good move. Nice move.
Okay, how about rook d8? What do they want to go for? 95 and now knight e4.
Okay, do you mind if I throw out something totally nuts?
Please do. No, but wait, can you answer that? So rook d8, knight e5, knight e4.
Knight e4?
Mm-hmm.
Knight d7?
Queen d6? Where's that knight going?
Knight f8?
Knight. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So I have a crazy idea. Rook f7, knight e5, rook e7. Knight d7 is the only dangerous move, it looks like. Queen f7. And if knight e5, we have rook a e8. f4, bishop d5. I don't know. It's
f4,
pretty
bishop d5, you just take on f7, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's bad. Yeah, forget. Okay, maybe we should just play rook a d8, knight e5, bishop c8. I don't know. Not beautiful, but we don't lose material at least. Better to save the pawn than lose the pawn, I guess.
Yeah, they caught us a little bit.
Nice. No, they found a nice.
So, chat, who are you supporting here? Is it the commentary team? Is it the podcasters? It's a really crazy position. I've got to give kudos, though, to Robert for spotting this beautiful move, queen to a4, decentralizing the white queen, but finding a new avenue of attack. This angle, a bit awkward. We saw Fabiano there, unsure with some variations. It looks like the computer says white has an advantage. The white knight jumping in now, attacking this d7 pawn, which was defended. But it's really heating up. We're in the middle game now. Anything can happen. Let's watch the clock. White's ahead there. White's ahead in position. This is the chance to strike back. Will we see Armageddon? You tell us in the chat. And let's go back now to the players.
Stabilizing move.
I'm just making sure we're not blundering.
Yeah, I'm looking too. I don't like knight b5 as much because it gave them knight e4 actually. So
wait, but Daniel, we can play b4 and then go rook a7 at some point.
I love that idea of opening a second front.
We could have played b4 instead of f4.
No, but then knight e4.
Well, then takes. Oh, no, sorry, fe, right? But we could play f4 then.
No, b4 knight e4 f4.
Yeah.
No, knight c3 bc d6. I mean, I just think these tactics, like why should we allow them?
No, this I agree with. I'm now just doing that whole thing where we calculate. Oh, would it have worked? Should it have worked?
Would it have worked? Yeah.
So if they play knight e4.
Yeah, I'm looking at that too. Takes rook e4.
We can also play knight b5.
Your move, yeah, knight b5. Okay, they went rook e8.
b4.
So b4, I'm looking at tactic. b4 knight f7 doesn't work. b4 knight e4, ba. That looks awful for black.
So b4 ab queen b4 knight f7.
Okay. Who?
Queen c4.
Oh, queen c4, d6. We have knight c6. If knight e5, fe rook e5 check looks great. Although maybe it's b4.
Or knight to b5 is also.
But knight b5 takes like queen. Yeah, we're better ever. Knight b5 takes queen d6. Maybe that's like easier.
Yeah, that I don't like. I agree with you. Maybe we should just go with b4.
Just do it. Who cares? Sell out.
Well, I like our position, and we're activating our rook from its starting square.
And now they have to calculate knight f7 and stuff. Yeah.
Right. We could have played rook e2 or rook e3 or something, but I don't see why we have to. I'm pre-moving queen takes b4, by the way.
Yeah. My experience trying to win these types of positions against players like Fabi and Cristian, if we give them a couple of moves to set up their defenses, it's going to be really hard to break through. Like if we allow rook e7 and rook d8, and then I feel like it's really good that we're trying to create the tactics straight away.
Yes.
And now they have to calculate again.
So we're saying, AB to me looks more or less
takes
forced.
a knight f7. They're going to do it.
So knight f7, queen c4. What's their response?
Wait a minute. Knight f7, queen c4, knight takes e5 is what worries me.
Fe?
Rook e5.
D6 check?
No, that.
Rook d7.
So bishop b7, rook a7.
But what's the big deal?
What do we do?
I have rook a8 maybe.
I'm going for it.
Yeah.
Bishop b7. Free the bishop.
Rook a7 is very double-edged because now the e-file they're pinned, and we maybe have like rook e7.
We're freeing the bishop.
Rook a8, some like various possible moves.
Okay, one thing about the position is that we're really getting low on time. Okay, we have to be.
Yeah, but we have increment.
We do. And so,
this in mind.
Excuse me. At some point, can they go knight b5? Maybe not here, but question is
knight
when.
b5 we take d6 for example,
and then some sort of funny tactic, some discovery.
I'm not seeing the danger so much there. I don't know.
Okay, so let's say they go rook a7, rook a8, right? Rook takes a8.
Yeah, bishop
takes a8. And now queen a4.
Okay, queen a4. Yeah. So. Okay, rook e3 makes sense.
Can we go?
We want to play rook e7 here.
Can we go knight e4?
d4, fe4, queen e4, d6, knight g4. Yeah. So knight e4, queen c4, queen d6.
Maybe too much. By the way, queen c4. Yeah. Okay.
What's wrong with rook e7?
Nothing. I'm going to go for it.
I'm not sure, actually. Because rook e1, what do we do next? Rook e8, knight d7.
That's their plan. So, knight e4.
Let's do knight e4. Let's do knight e4. I don't know. It's probably good for white, but...
Something tells me.
Knight c3, queen c3, bishop d5, rook c7.
Wow, that looks pretty pleasant. We also have... Wait, rook a7, knight c3, queen c3, bishop d5, knight takes d7?
Queen c3.
Oh, not there, but you know what I mean. The knight d7 is hanging at some point.
Yeah, but bishop d5, rook c7. Do you like that position? Do you think it's the best that we can do?
Do we have d6 here?
Oh, what? No, queen d6.
Queen b3 check.
Queen e6.
But you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. I'm
Queen
trying to find
B3
that.
move here?
Queen b3, knight d2.
No, okay. But you know what I mean? I'm trying to go for
I know.
these
I'm trying
tactics.
queen c4, knight c3. Wait, rook e1, knight c3, knight d7, queen f7. Trying to find a win there, and I can't find it.
Wait. So rook e1, knight c3, queen c3, right?
Bishop d5.
Knight takes d7.
Queen f7. Oh, queen c7.
Yes, exactly what I was thinking.
But oh my god, that's insane. Why?
Oh, it does work. It does work because the rook on d8 lose.
So rook e1, knight c3, queen c3. If d6, we have queen c7 at least. But then rook e7. No, that.
So
I like it.
Rook a7 or rook e1?
Well, rook e1, knight c3, queen c3. Did we find a downside to this line?
Rook e1, they could play queen d6, maybe.
But then takes in c4. Oh no, queen d6. Oh, shoot.
I like rook a7 for some reason.
Okay, I'll trust you.
But wait, rook e1, queen d6. We could play queen. We can't play queen.
No, it's annoying. I agree. Let's do it.
All right, we spent one. Okay, we're still up on time.
Okay, knight c3 is our move there. Wait, knight c3, knight.
Queen c3, bishop d5.
Knight c3, rook b7.
Knight d5.
Queen c4, I guess. I don't know.
Queen e6. No, that doesn't work out for white. Okay, we should probably go for it.
Knight c3.
I'm not 100% sure, but we should probably go for it.
So I'm going for
Probably,
anything to say about knight c5?
Knight d7, I was worried. I'm not sure though. It's also a move, but
Which
don't
one
really
should
see
we
the
go
problem.
for?
I really want to get our bishop out, and I think knight c3 does actually get it out.
I'm going for it.
It's hard to say.
This is the move that worries me. I don't know why. I just feel like we're missing something.
Okay, take, kind of forced, right? I mean, maybe we're missing something, but at least our bishop is out.
No, they're going to go rook c7.
But rook e5? I don't know. F e5, queen g5? I'm not so sure about that for white.
Oh, that they might have missed that. I think they missed that. Oh,
It's
queen
okay.
g5. No. They definitely missed that.
Weak king usually means that something works out somehow. And if the other rook takes, then d6 we probably have. But even there, like even rook a c7, rook e5, f e5, queen g5, rook g3, queen c1, king f2, f4, like, okay, maybe it doesn't work, but it's close. But maybe it doesn't work.
Let's try to decide. Let's try to decide because they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna take on c7. Huh?
I don't know. I was thinking rook a7, queen h4, but I'm not so sure.
So rook ac7. What do we do then? Because this is the crucial move.
Okay, queen h4. Just tell me how you defend this for white.
Rook a7, queen h4, rook h3.
Rook h3. Yeah, rook h3. Actually, yeah, that's a good move. Okay, rook ac7. So one question is rook a8. Yeah, one question is rook a8 for sure. The other question is, oh wait, rook a7, rook e5, f e5,
Okay.
queen e5, queen e5.
Oh shoot! Wait! No way! No, but then they have queen h4, right?
Queen h4. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, actually, maybe. Bishop c6. Oh, the rook's hanging. Oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
No,
what am I thinking? Wait.
What?
Wait. Because they definitely saw this move. So what do? Take.
G3.
E3. Queen e3. King f1. You must have like perpetual, right? Yeah, we have just queen f3, queen e3. Take queen g. I don't understand it. What do
Are
they
we
do?
missing anything?
Oh, we have a minute left, so take. They have to take, right? Otherwise, oh, they don't have to take. Well,
no, they do.
They have rook d7. No,
But then we
rook
go
d7.
rook. Yeah, I'm taking.
Yeah. Okay.
Did they miss it?
They have a move there.
Wait. Oh yeah. Sorry.
They have rook e4. Wait, rook d7, fe, queen g5 also doesn't work.
Oh,
That's really a bummer.
this is my fault, man.
No, not at all. I also didn't see it at all. Wait, queen d. What's wrong with queen d2?
Rook e1, queen e1, queen d4. That's not scary. So queen d2.
Okay,
rook e6,
we should try it. We should try it though.
Yeah. Oh, it's so frustrating. I think we just completely outplayed them too.
We did. We totally did. It's just a dumb tactic.
Yeah, and also it's like the most annoying part is we saw it, but like too late.
Yeah. No, actually, I still think we have a chance though.
So rook e6, what's our plan?
Queen d5, queen b2, g3. I'm not like seeing a move for them there.
King h8.
Rook takes d7.
Should we take on d5?
We have to. Wait,
G3,
so
right?
wait. So g3, king h8. I'm looking.
Queen takes d7.
Oh, queen c1 though, and rook e2, queen f1. Our king runs to g5. Oh, we might escape there. Let's do it.
I don't know if we do, but G3
we gotta press on their clock though.
Yeah. So g3.
They might have some sort of perpetual check also.
Wait, king h8. We might have rook a8, so we do need to consider that.
Oh. No, but rook e8. Then rook e8.
No, but then rook takes and queen.
I think so.
They take on f5 at that point. Do we have
rook
perpetual?
Oh no, but then we have
rook h6. Yeah.
Now once they break the pin, you can pre-move queen e3, by the way. Okay, we're draw bullying them. This is the draw bully. They have to play rook a1.
Is that the only move?
But we can trade queens already. I mean,
then we go queen e4. Yeah.
Well, we can also do something else. I mean, we're better. I mean, we're already better. So
we're a pawn up. Yeah, we're draw bullying.
They don't play rook d7, we're better. If they do play rook d7, we have an immediate draw.
We're draw bullying them. But they have to go for something. They have to
draw.
Yeah, whatever.
Sorry, I should have spotted that, dude. No. I think we no.
We outplayed them so nicely, I think.
We did. It was such a nice game. King G1 or I don't know. They're gonna make a draw either way, I think.
Yeah, it wins the match, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be so annoyed when I see just
the eval.
Yeah. Really
close. What's going on there? They're probably much worse, right?
You think so? Okay, let's see.
Whew.
Oh, but that rook e5, that was really sweet. That rook e5 was really sweet. Because if we don't have rook e5, then we're busted.
e3 we were actually -9.
Okay, what? At what point?
Well, we had king h8, yeah, and it's minus. But we.
And there we go. We have a winner of the 2024 Team Chess Battle. Many congratulations to Fabiano Caruana and Cristian Chirila on winning 1.5-1/2. And what a game it was to end there. My heart was in my mouth. And Fabiano, Cristian, how are you feeling?
Take it away, Fabi.
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, we were in danger again. I think that we got into a really nasty position. Maybe it wasn't a disaster, but it was pretty. We were really getting the screws tightened. And yeah, then we spotted this rook takes e5. But before that, I don't know. Maybe at some point it was like potentially really bad for us. So really great that we escaped that, and great feeling. And just want to thank Cristian for being my partner and for all his help. And good match to Robert and Danya. It was a tough one.
Well, that's very nice of you, Fabi, but we know who carried the team 90% of the time. So, yeah, it's always self-assuring sentiment whenever you have Fabi on the team. So, yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better teammate. Obviously, I already knew that. But yeah, you guys gave us a really hard time with your opening choices in both games. So, kudos to you guys for the balls to to play a knight f6 on move 1 in the first game. That was ridiculous, the Alekhine. But yeah, good match.
Danya, Robert, first impressions. I know it must be disappointing, especially after the high of all those puns, Danya, with the Frankenstein Dracula.
Unfortunately, my pun game was better than my chess game today. No, first of all, huge congrats to Fabi and Cristian. Honestly, a better and a team with better people could not have won this competition. And I think we played well. I'm a little bit bummed. I mean, I thought we played a great second game. We found a lot of great moves, and it seems upon analysis that our advantage was actually not big. And I feel like that always happens to me. I get excited, and then it turns out we probably should have played, just like slower and tried to tighten the screws. But listen, we did our best. Honestly, even though a lot of people believed in us, and I really appreciate that, I considered us the underdogs essentially in the entire event, in every match. And I'm extremely proud of the way that we played. I think we played our hearts out, and I'm taking second place any day of the week. So obviously I'm not happy to lose. I'm not going to pretend that I'm thrilled, but we put in our effort, and there's no regrets. And Robert is honestly the best teammate anybody could ask for, and him showing up when he's sick and still playing really well means a lot to me, and I think means a lot to the fans.
Dang. I think that I just want to reiterate a lot of what Danya said, that, Fabi and Cristian, they played super well, even when positions were delicate or difficult. They have a great team chemistry. They work on chess together. They're good friends. I do think that helps. I really believe that Danya and myself, the whole was greater than the sum of its parts. And I think that we each brought something a little bit different to the table. Our thought processes aligned in some really critical moments. But today, I think Fabi and Cristian, they just held steady. And they said they'd play solidly. We still were pressing them, and yet it just wasn't enough because of their endurance and just great play. And I just want to also give a quick shout out for International Women's Day. I'm sick, so I forgot to say at the top of the show, huge shout out to just all the women in the world. And I know there was a chess tournament beforehand. A lot of people at Chess.com working hard behind the scenes and making magic happen. So I just want to give that shout out before we continue talking trash to Fabi and Cristian.
That's right.
And huge shout out to the organizers and whoever came up with the idea of the team battle. I think it's a great idea. I think it has potential to stay. It's great to be working in a competitive setting with Fabi always. So looking forward to more editions in the future, and good job, guys.
Well, Cristian, I want some honesty out of you. Since
Sure.
David's too nice to drag it out of you, what did you expect from me and Donna? Do you think we were going to lose in the first round?
In the first round? Well, against Zwittler and Gustafsson?
Those Potzers, Peters.
No. I always felt like you guys were a really solid team.
We could have lost in the first round. The second game, we had like 1 second and we were getting mated, and Robert found all the best moves. Sorry,
so
continue.
that's the thing. I feel like a lot of the games are being decided in the time trouble situations, and I think you guys have really good chemistry whenever it comes down to a few seconds. We could see that in the last game, I think, against Hikaru, right? King's Indian, where you guys were down to seconds and they had like 3 minutes on the clock, and still they caught up with you guys in a difficult position, but you were still making very, very good decisions. So yeah, in general, I felt like you guys were chemistry. I feel it's a bit undervalued, at least from a spectator's point of view, entering this competition. And I think that sentiment kind of got blown away by your performance.
By the way, Robert, I just want to apologize to you because I know that the Frankenstein Dracula is like one of your... We've talked about it before, right? We've talked about how much fun it is. And I was like really tempted to play Knight C6 and go for the crazy stuff. But it wasn't like a professional way to do it.
I said we should stay boring.
I would let's just go for it, and one of us is going to win, and it's going to be a crazy game. But it was so tempting to go for that. But then we went for like the boring approach with Bishop E7. So maybe in another match we're going to get to play Knight C6 and go for that position and show the fans some crazy chess.
Can your apology be some files on opening sim my way? Because I don't have any of those. I don't know openings.
But Robert, when's your next tournament? When's your next tournament?
That doesn't exist. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, you don't need that. Come on.
Give me some more team battles. Come on, I love this format.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
And let's jump to the bracket. Just to recap the tournament, the team chess battle that we've enjoyed so much over the last few weeks. It was in the final a win for Caruana and Chirila, the C-squared team there, 1.5 to half. And this was the bracket overall. It's been great watching all of these fantastic teams and all these grandmasters, these streamers, commentators, you name it. It's been great to watch, and I know a lot of the fans had their favourites. I want to know how happy you are at this result. And before we sign off, I got the impression there from all of you, you'd be up for another team battle, right? Would you, Fabi, team up with Cristian again?
Of course. I mean, we had a winning combination. We played well together. It was a lot of fun, and as everyone knows, we're good friends, and we've worked together for already many years now. So of course, I'd love to have another team battle with Cristian by my side.
It's funny because the first match when we discussed this, he said that he sworn that he's never going to play on a team with me again after our experience like 6 years ago in Backhouse. But yeah, I feel it was definitely a different dynamic. We meshed together well, and I'm looking forward to more editions in the future.
Dania, Robert, the commentary dream team, would you take part in next year's team chess battle?
Absolutely. I mean, this was a really fun. It was an exhausting format. I feel pretty exhausted after all these matches, but I would definitely agree in an instant. I honestly think nothing needs tweaking. The time control was good, the format was good, and the commentary was great. So sign me up.
And David, I guess I'm going to flip the script. I'm going to go back to my commentator role for a second. Who would you like to partner with? And don't say Magnus. That's a little bit, that's a little bit too easy. Who would you like to partner with after watching and commenting these team battles?
All the best players are taken, unfortunately. I would nominate young Bodhana Sivanandan from England, 8 years old, bit of a superstar. Or perhaps Jovanka Huska. It's International Women's Day, after all, and I'm lucky enough to commentate alongside some fantastic women. So, yeah, maybe 2025, I'm coming for your title, Fabi and Cristian.
But in 1 year from now, Bodhana might already be a grandmaster.
That's right.
I mean, these kids progress so quickly that you guys might have the strongest team by far in a year.
Exactly. You heard it first. Prediction for next year. Anyway, congratulations, guys. It's been a lot of fun to watch. It just leaves me to say thank you to everyone involved, to the 4 players, to Chess.com. This has been a team chess battle. And a special thanks to everyone at home as well, especially the premium fans on Chess.com, whose memberships make all of this possible and allow us to put on events like this. It's not the only one, of course. There's more events to come, and hopefully we'll see you again soon for more of the same. Thank you for now. Goodbye.
That's why I went for Rook C7. I mean, that's why I said, like, let's do Rook C7. Because,
very nice. Very nice. Nice of them. All right. Let's put some pressure on the boys.
Sure, C6, castles, knight A6 is like the Bordnik line. But okay. Wait, let's think about this for a second.
Yeah. Everything's going badly for me today.
I'm going for it.
It can't be a good move, but maybe it's a good move.
I'm going for it.
It's very...
Queen B2. Okay, that hangs the rook. I mean,
I promise you, I'm not worried about that move. Yeah, it's a fun game, and we lost with the black pieces. No shame in that, and we'll just try to strike back in game 2. We promise to make it entertaining for everyone. Well, actually, can you mute them and give us some opening advice, because we don't know what to play.
That's definitely not a good move, but let's see.
Oh, Robert's gonna hate us for this, because knight C6 starts like the real fun, and that...
Knight A5, they're gonna go, I think, main line.
They're not gonna do that. You think Fabi knows this?
If we give them a couple of moves to set up their defenses, it's going to be really hard to break through. Like if we...
I don't have any brilliant ideas unless you want to go for some G5.
Let's double. Let's just double. We'll find some plan later.
Okay. Oh, that they might have missed that. I think they missed that.
Wait. No,
Dude, we outplayed them so nicely, I think.
We did. It was such a nice game.
Oh, I'm gonna be so annoyed when I see just
the eval.
Yeah.
A win for Caruana and Chirila. The C-squared team there, 1.5 to half.